Hi, Sofa King Drunk, back again with yet another attempt at an ale review. One I've got to review just now is staying in a German theme, and it's a Kölsch, and it's a Früh Kölsch, brewed straight from the source in Cologne. I was there a few years back with one of my very good friends, Big Minty, and we drank a few of these, as well as a few of the other ones. I think the other ones were called Gaffel. Now, anyone that's ever been to Cologne in Germany likes that Cologne is famous for its Kölsch beers, which apparently have to be drank small glasses, small thin glasses. Drink lots of them. You don't get pints of it. They didn't serve us them anyway. But I haven't got a tall thin glass, so it's gone into my German beer tanker. But they were really superb beers, and I was actually quite happy when I saw that in one of the little sort of craft beer shops I go to. Kölsch in a can. I've seen a few people who have reviewed certain Kölsches, and they're in bottles. Fresh beer always in a can, so I was really chuffed to get that. So here we go, here's a product in the glass. Typical sort of light coloured golden German beer about it. Little thin sort of head up there. So we'll go in here for the nose, so the Kölsch. 4.8 on the Richter scale. I thought it was actually a bit stronger than that, but 4.8 sessionable. It certainly was when we were out there, wasn't it, Minty? Yes, it certainly was. So we'll go in here and see what will come up in the nose. Of course, what we're going to say, German bread is in there. A little light citrus, but this is the bit that gets me with Kölsch beers. It's got a beautiful fruit, maybe like a bit of nice sweet pears and peaches in there. Oh, lovely stuff. A little bit of clove in there as well. Of course, like say your citrus, your lime is in there as well. Beautiful stuff. So, Prost, Slanjiva, Sofa King Drunk. Gonna go in here for the Kölsch, the Früh Kölsch, Slanjiva. Just as I remember, smooth drinking experience. It's got a softer bready note than most German beers. Like anyone's been to Germany, you drink the beers, you've got the heavy bread content. You get that first, and then as you go through that, the flavours start to open up. This here is very thin bread content. It's more of a fruit-based whack you're getting in your mouth. Very citrusy. But as I was saying, there's other fruits in there as well. A little bit of pear, maybe a slight little bit of peach as well. Beautiful stuff. And there's also a little bit of slight pepper in the burp as it's coming back up. But it's an easy drinking experience. That's how easy it was. It's practically finished. Really smooth stuff, Kölsch. Now I bought this can in a novelty sort of craft beer shop I go to in Glasgow. It wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap. I think it was £3 for the can. And to be honest with you, £3 you would think for a can of lager, that's fucking terrible. And I suppose it is, but this is coming straight from Cologne. You're not getting this brewed in England or brewed somewhere in Scotland or Wales or Northern Ireland or whatever. This is coming straight from the source. And we went over there a few years ago myself, my barbecue mate and a couple of colleagues of his. We were over there for a couple of days, and it was quality stuff. Drinking Kölsch. I have another friend in Germany, he stays in Hamburg, and he told me that Kölsch was one of the best brewing types in Germany. And that's coming from a German, so I think he would know what he was talking about. He says that Kölsch beers were really good. But what he did say, and he was spot on when he said it, they give you a sore head the next morning. He says Kölsch beer always gives you a sore head, and it did for me anyway. We drank gallons of this stuff the 2 days we were there. We drank this one here, the Früh. I'm sorry if there's any German people watching this, but I'm pronouncing it wrong. If anyone can help me with the pronunciation, I would be much appreciated. Früh Kölsch. It's been brewed since 1904 in Cologne. As I said, it's a quality beer, 4.8 on the Richter scale for it. But he was spot on when he said it'd give you a thick head the next day. I never get that with German beers, to be honest with you. I'm always clear-headed the next day because of the purity laws, but the purity laws, I think these guys are governed by the purity laws as well, Kölsch, but he was saying that it was give you a bit of a sore head the next day. So anyway, back in here again for another taste of the Früh Kölsch. Prost! The flavours really do open up. Beautiful, sweet fruit bowl in your mouth. Just imagine, if you've never tried a Kölsch, you have to try it. It's like German beer with the bread almost removed. If you've drank German beer before, good German beer, you'll know what I mean. They are really bready. But the Kölsch is nice and thin, it's so sessionable, and that's how they serve it in little small glasses like that, maybe about that thick. And you just knock them back, and it's fresh beer, lovely big head on it, and just, oh, lovely stuff. I'm reminiscing here again. So anyway, I'm going to give the Früh Kölsch 4.8 on the Richter scale. And it's not cheap if you see it in the cans. £3. That is a bit pricey, but it's worth picking up one just to sample it. Or even better, get you a cheap flight, an EasyJet flight to Cologne, and try the real deal from the tap, which is even better. So I'm going to give that a Sofa King drunk rating of, I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. So anyway, if you've had the Kölsches, or you've got anything to add at all, or you've been to Cologne, like myself and Big Minty, we've been to Cologne, drop us a line below, and if not, Sofa King drunk, we'll see you in another beer review. Auf Wiedersehen, keep drinking good beer.